Hi, my name is River Williams, and I'm here to talk to you guys about antibiotic resistance. So, I know that you guys wanted to campaign against the use of antibiotics in animal feed because you believe that that is the reason for the increase in antibiotic resistant bacteria that we've had in the recent decade. And I'm here to tell you and convince you why this belief actually is not true. In fact, the increase in antibiotic resistant bacteria is actually due to the misuse of antibiotics in humans. I do talk a little bit about in the paper that I gave my cousin that's in your club about how it specifically relates to college student, but for this video's purposes, I want to keep it just simple, short, and sweet, so I'm going to talk about it on a more national and global scale. So first, one of the first reasons why antibiotic resistant bacteria is actually due to the misuse of antibiotics in humans is because many people do not complete antibiotic cycles that are given by their doctors. And what I mean by this is the amount of time they should take the medication prescribed by their physician. And the reason why this is so bad is because if you take more of an antibiotic than necessary, you are exposing other bacteria in your body to this antibiotic, and in turn, they can actually develop resistance towards it. And just because the bacteria in your body doesn't cause disease in your body, it can cause disease in other people's body. And if it becomes antibiotic resistance, those people can't get better using the same antibiotics that you did. Also, taking not enough of the medication, which is not fulfilling the cycle completely, is also harmful because the point of an antibiotic is to kill the bacteria. But if you are not finishing the cycle, some bacteria is not killed, but the antibiotic is still in your system, and the longer it's in your system, the less potent it is. But the bacteria is still exposed to it and it's not being killed by it, so it can develop resistance. And in turn, this can increase antibiotic resistance. Another reason why my position is correct is because of the research behind the antibiotic use in animal feed. There has been no research ever that has directly linked the use of um, antibiotics in animal feed to the increase in antibiotic resistance as a main factor. There has been none whatsoever, which is against the common held belief that there has been. There actually has not. Social media has caused people to believe this, and things such as documentaries that are using inaccurate information have caused this belief to be held, but it's not true at all. Research has either been inconclusive or it has showed a negative result. And another reason why antibiotic resistance is and antibiotic resistance is not due to antibiotic use in animal feed is because at the end of the day, the same diseases have been around forever. And what happens is natural selection. Bacteria that is naturally resistant to antibiotics, those are the bacteria that are going to survive, they're going to multiply, they're going to reproduce, and pretty soon you're going to see a lot of bacteria of that species that have the antibiotic resistant gene. And this is what we're seeing now. We're seeing the same diseases have been around for years, and now we're seeing the result of natural selection, and we're seeing all these naturally resistant bacteria. And this is not due to antibiotics in animal feed. This is due to the fact that the diseases have been around for so long that a lot of the bacteria left are naturally resistant. So we have to come up with new antibiotics because our old ones are not working. And also, my last reason that I'm going to touch on is the fact that people think that it's okay to take antibiotics that are not theirs. This can be leftover antibiotics from your friend, and a lot of people take these, and it's bad because A, it could be a viral infection, and you're exposing the virus to the antibiotics, which in turn can carry the antibiotic resistance that they may develop to bacteria that they infect. Also, the antibiotics may be old and ineffective, and then you run into the same problem that I talked about when you take too much antibiotics, or too little antibiotics. Sorry, that the bacteria left over is exposed to it, but it's not being killed by it, so it can develop the resistance. And my last point to make is about sustainability. I know since your environmental club on campus, you're big on sustainability, so I just want to touch on one of the big ideas, which is the triple bottom line. And this talks about how um, the future and the present are affected in terms of economic, socially, and culturally. Economically, Holding my position is beneficial because the antibiotic use in animal feed will continue, which will allow the agricultural industry to grow, and it will increase the economy, which is beneficial to everybody. And socially, people will be more informed and will change their medication habits, and this will create a healthier world and hopefully decrease the antibiotic resistant bacteria. And you can feel free to read my paper if you want to know in more detail. I had to keep this video pretty short, so thank you.